And it's Kay. I hope we all had a good night and we all had a good week in general. So we've come to the end of another week and another beautiful trading week in which we saw a few setups, nothing too out of the water, except for gold, right? Was the only one this week where perhaps we had that bit of we had nice positions on gold, which yeah, I think if you're still in that, you must have gotten 3%, or it depends on where your stop loss is. Some people, because I know people even put stop losses tighter. So even if your stop loss was wide, you could have gotten 3%. So if it was tighter, probably like 5, 6%. So congratulations on that. Apart from that, let's analyze what's going on with Euro USD. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really trust the market conditions on Euro USD at the moment, and that's because okay, if we analyze it, let's look at this, right? You have here we have that push down, right? Retracement, push, retracement, then we have another push, and right, so this was supposed to keep pushing down. Now we didn't, right? We didn't take out this high, we didn't take out this low. So basically we're just squeezing, and in this kind of market condition, you don't really want to be a part of squeezes, right? You want to be a part of expansion, not a part of tightening, right? So you want to be where market is expanding, not where it's tightening. So that's why for me, I was towards New York yesterday. I was looking for some longs from above here. Perhaps if we could have gotten something like this, gotten a push up, and then I could have found an entry, perhaps to take out this liquidity high or this one, but I don't know. Perhaps we want to retest this strong demand area, because right here, if we zoom in, you can see, right? We have this sell before the buy up, right? If we go to the 1 hour time frame, so it's clearer, right? We took our liquidity, nice strong area of demand formed. So we've come back into it. Let's see what wants to happen from here. If we get a change of character, those longs might still be in play to take out this highs, right? This open area of liquidity and all of this descending highs that we left behind. So I'm still watching it. I'm watchful. Just keeping my eye on your USD. It's not ideal, but you could still get a quick setup, just to end the week on a good note. Okay, if that presents itself. Okay, guys. As we're still in line with the daily swing, and also if we look at the dollar index at the moment, we're approaching the monthly open, right? If you put in your open, you can see we're approaching the monthly open, and that could cause for some retracement, as you can see, right? So you can see it. Give me a second, guys. You can see it right here, and also if you look at this, we've grabbed liquidity. It's clear on the hourly. You can see I even have this PVD tool here, so I was perhaps thinking, okay, from there I could look for those short positions with this nice area of supply that we formed, grab liquidity to our left, broke structure. Now we've grabbed liquidity. If we come into here, then I would be interested in those dollar shorts. We could translate into Euro USD longs, right? So I'm watching out for that. Let's see if it wants to give us that this week. Um, that's my immediate bias on the dollar. From next week, we would know, as we would be armed with more information. With GU, guys, you can see with GU, we broke out of this range. This is just basic textbook range play, right? So we had this range right here, guys. Right, this was manipulation of the high. We had this range right here. We took out the lows, boom, came out, took out the highs. Sweet, and now we're retracing into where? Into this nice area of into this nice consolidation, this nice area of demand before this push up. Perhaps from there we could get some nice change of character, and then from there we can push up, right? So we have here as our factor high currently and our factor low. So let's watch out for that and see what wants to happen today or until Monday. Okay, although my favorite pair to buy wouldn't be GU because the pound is fundamentally and inherently weak. So I don't really want to be trading the pound against the dollar if I'm betting that it's gonna be strong, right? So because it's weak, if I want to trade this, is going to better translate into NZD USD, and the reason is because with the New Zealand currency policy at the moment, uh inflation basically is at 2%, is high, and when inflation is high it's good for the currency, and they also have high growth rate. I think that's about 2.8% that's expected. So all of this are good indicators for the currency, because higher inflation is, it leads to higher interest rates, and more investors want to buy into that currency, which leads to more bullish pressure. So that is basically why I would prefer looking for NU longs, right, rather than looking for GU. I hope that makes sense. So yes. So as you can see right here, we have this as our low from the yearly open, guys. Man, I spoke about this. I've been talking about this, right? Since it was coming down here, I've been saying target from the yearly open is actually pretty good, because if you look at previously, it always holds, guys. It holds, and not just even this year. I'm talking about previous years. Go back and check. Go back and check. I don't want to take too long, but go back and check. You would see it always holds. So please and please, you could have just put your buy stop right here, and then just put um your stop underneath the lows, and then you could have been in a nice position. um but still we're looking for further longs for this. I'm looking for further longs. How am I going to be looking for a liquidity grab beneath this low, beneath this low? So once that happens, I will be keeping my eye out for scaling into those long position. Okay, give me a second. Let me clean this up, and I think we have new. Yes, okay, okay. Okay, guys. So that's how I would be looking to take advantage um, of this movement at the moment. So I would wait for some retracement, and then I would look for change of character, and that would provide me with a nice sweet entry. Um, AU, guys. AU is, as we know, as we've been talking about for quite some time now, it's been ranging. It's a range play. And range plays are nice. Why? Okay, we grab liquidity beneath this low, and then we started to push up right on cue, right as we've been discussing, guys. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for liquidity grab. We're waiting for liquidity grab. Let me take out this PV, this profit and discount tool. So guys, we're waiting for liquidity grab beneath these lows, right? We can see we're slowing down, so I want lower prices. Once we push down a little bit further, then I could look for those longs, perhaps from even the 0.25 area. We might stop beneath here or here. But I like to use wider stop losses. I don't mind. We might stop beneath here, and then we take it to the 0.25 area. So I'm watching out for that. Okay. And then we use the CHF, guys. You can see with this we broke this low, and now we've come back into this nice supply which took our liquidity to our left, and now we're retracing. So from here we could start to push further. downward, right? We could start to push further. What do you want? You want a change of character, guys. That's all you want. You want a change of character, and then you look for those shorts, right? So here we have our fractal low, here we have our fractal high. You want this low to go, retrace it, so we formed a new supply chain, right? Telling you, okay, bears have stepped into the market, and then you want to start to sell from there. As you can see, we have liquidity resting above here. Maybe we want to grab that liquidity, guys. So that's all you want, that change of character. Or else this could just be a sweep of the low, and then we just keep making those higher and higher prices. So pay attention to that and keep that in mind, okay? And then for gold, guys, gold, beautiful, beautiful position that we've had this all week. If you're in this, congratulations. If you're still holding, congratulations. Never still. Basically, now we're just consolidating. So I would like a breakout, right? That's, I mean, who wouldn't? So the point is, perhaps we come grab some of these lows, and then from there we can still see further buying pressure. Or we've grabbed this low now, and then we could start to buy to see buying pressure from there. So how would we take advantage of that? So all you just want is, okay, you want to push out of here, and then a retracement, and then you push up, or a push out of there, market slow down, you put your entry above that consolidation area, and then you stop beneath here, and then you can use it. Or we see a push down, right? We grab that liquidity, then that change of character comes in, right? So that's our option. Those are our options, rather. Okay. For USD card, guys. Okay, guys, we've grabbed liquidity beneath this low, and then for you to enter, you would need a change of character also, which would. And if you're entering, guys, remember, use a wide stop loss, as this is a swing position, right? If you're entering it, you could put your stop loss beneath here, but it's better if it's, let me even delete this. It's better if it's underneath here, right? Then you can sleep at night, but you can still put it beneath here, as this is quite a strong low, which took out all of this liquidity to our left and push up. So from here, we expect some higher prices. So I'm keeping my eye out for this for further longs. I would like a break above here, and then we can start to look for those long positions. Okay, so for USD JPY, guys, we're just slowing down. The yen is bearish as can be, because their prime minister, man, she loves spending, and I think Japan just took a debt also, adding to the already mountain, like Kilimanjaro mountainous debt that they have. Because out of the G10, they have the highest debts, right? And that's been their policy for years, for decades. So, and we don't expect it to change, and we don't expect. So we expect the yen to be bearish. So let's keep an eye out for that. Let's see how that wants to translate into the market. For now, I would stay out of this. As you can see, it's just squeezing, and there's nothing really interesting going on yet. So I would just wait for something to develop. Right now, we've made massive swings. So it's kind of right for things to slow down a little bit, reaccumulate itself, and gather steam, and then we can start pushing from there again. Okay, guys, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank you for your time.